name is Franco Diambo, a co-founder with GAIN Network, which is the Graduate Applications International Network. Besides being a co-founder for the program, I'm also a doctoral candidate in economics at ETH in Zurich. Today I'm going to talk to you about the GAIN Network, what sort of work we do to support graduate scholars from Africa, and talk a bit more about how you could get involved. The GAIN is the Graduate Applications International Network, a network that I co-founded together with other colleagues to sort of improve the representation of African scholars in the economics and economics adjacent profession. Essentially target potential students from Africa and support them in the application process to join graduate schools abroad. We have a three-part program, and the first program technically focuses on webinars where we talk to our mentees, what I would call mentees in the program, on application process. So what is the typical application process to graduate programs abroad? What sort of documentation do you need to support your application? What are the strong points you should speak to when you're applying to graduate programs? Should you apply to master's or PhD programs if you're undecided? And during the webinars, we also invite mission committees to talk about sort of the things that they see in the applications that disadvantage applicants from Africa. We invite experts in GRE to train mentees on how exactly to revise for the GRE and the tips they could benefit from while taking the GRE or even revising for the GRE. But we also take them on how to write their resumes, how to write their statements of purpose and all this. So in the webinar phase, it's more open. We allow many like mentees to join the webinar series because this is like an information sharing. I mean, all potential like applicants from Africa could benefit from the webinar series. From the webinar series, we then move to a next phase that we call the mentoring phase. And in the mentoring phase, we then select a subset of the participants from the webinar series who are then assigned specific mentors. So depending on what programs you're applying to and the level of the program. So if you're applying to economics programs or if you're applying to political science, for example, then we'd assign you a mentor who has strong points in the area that you are applying to. And typically we also assign, if you're applying to a master's program, then we could assign you a PhD student as a potential mentor. While if you're applying to doctoral programs, we tend to assign you more senior researchers, potentially postdoctorals or actually professors. And the idea behind the mentoring phase is that your mentor walks with you through the application process in identifying the sort of schools that you would apply to, supporting you, checking what application documentation or materials are required for the applications, and keeping you on track in terms of how many applications you have made up until you've made all of your applications. The mentors also typically read your statements of purpose. It's sort of like a more personal relationship. So it's easier for the mentor to sort of point you in the direction of what exactly you need to include in your statements of purpose, because there are some areas that we've found to be a bit challenging for applicants from Africa. So another thing that we offer in the second part of the program is financial aid to our mentees. So this typically covers GRE fees for students who need to take the GRE for their applications. Some applicants, especially from West Francophone Africa, usually need to take like English language tests. So we also like support our applicants in like meeting the course of taking both the GRE and language tests that are relevant for the programs that they are applying to. But besides that, we also support actual application fees because some programs still require applicants even from developing countries to pay application fees. We also occasionally provide like logistical support for students who might need to like move to different countries to take the GRE, for example. This is all bundled in the financial aid support that we offer our students. And then the last phase is the alumni support, a network that of previously admitted students who've already started programs abroad. We try to connect them with themselves, but also connect them to our networks in the various countries. So think of an applicant who's gone to, for example, the United States or to Switzerland for the very first time. It's important to connect these people with other people who ideally would understand their culture and all that, like build a network for the students. Like I said, this program is specifically targeted at African students. Students from all African countries are invited to apply to the GAIN program. if you are an African, you are eligible to apply for this program. Typically, like I said, we mostly offer support to applicants who are applying to economics programs or economics adjacent programs. So this would be like economics, potentially public policy, political science, and the likes. We offer much less support to other programs because we do not have the sort of expertise in the admission process for other programs, I would say. And it's also because of so in terms of our mentoring network, we also have access mostly to mentors who are within the economics and economics adjacent programs. Depending on your potential role, we do have like two main groups of people involved in the program. So one is the mentees, and of course, to be involved as a mentee, I would say you have to look out for the next application cycle. We accept applications every year, and we expect to open the application early next year. And the deadline to apply will be in March 2024. So I would encourage that you look at the GAIN website. And then I would say also as mentors, because we are always looking out for mentors and recruiting mentors. So even if you're not a student from Africa, if you are a PhD student, if you're a postdoctoral student, or if you're like faculty at various universities abroad, you can be involved as a mentor, and you can also subscribe to be a mentor for the program, because then you get support a student from Africa in the application process, which is also rather fulfilling, I must say.